Alright, hey guys, Mitch here from the TheAudioDabbler YouTube channel, and I'm going to take a look at Quantiloop, and not necessarily looking at it as a live loop machine, more so looking at it as a loop creation. Because there's a lot of apps that we have that, on the iOS that can create loops, but like Loopy and, just any number of things, any number of other apps, and you can use Beatmaker 3 to do it. You can use IMPC2, you could, create loops in Cubasis with the loop markers and things like that. But if I just want to open up an app, throw in a drum machine, create a loop, and export it out, Quantiloop is the quickest thing to do it, in my opinion. Because I was playing around with Rotor, and I wanted to just create some loops really quickly, some drum loops to add in my own flavor to some of the ones that were built into it. And so I was opened up Audio Bus. I was like, well, Loopy will do this easily because you can just share it and be perfect. But then, lo and behold, it exports as an M4 alpha file. And so that made it difficult because then I was going to have to go and export it into AudioShare, convert it to a wave, something that Rotor could listen to. Now, I know there's other apps. Can't think of them off the top of my head, but I know there are other apps out there that won't see the M4 alpha files, and they need a WAV file. And so if you're using an app like that, Quantiloop is perfect for that. And so this is the interface, and then down here at the bottom you have your inputs, and I'll just show you inputs. There's your select the inputs. You can do audio units or inter-app audio. That's perfect. And then another thing that I really, really like about it is being able to do selective tracks for your loops. And so you wanted to create rhythms on tracks 1, 2, and 3 with these specific apps. And then you wanted vocals on track 4, but you also wanted to be able to sing while you were recording some of these loops over here. Then you can have it mute and have track 4 with your vocals on it would not record on 1, 2, and 3, but it would record on 4. And then these other 3 would record on 1, 2, and 3, but nothing that they're playing at the moment would record on track 4. And so that's just genius to be able to do selective inputs for the different tracks. So other than that, let's just get into the main point of this video, is just taking Future Drummer and easily recording a drum loop. So let's get it going. I got it playing. It's doing 4 bars per, and then it'll do a fill. There's the fill. I'm gonna hit record, then it'll start, and now it's recording. I'm gonna do 4 bars. I'll hear the fill. I hit the button again, and then there we go. We got us a nice little loop going. And so if I was actually doing a performance with this, I don't think I would have record the loops in Future Drummer, because it has this rhythm section and then the rhythm type instrument plugin. And so you could actually plug in Future Drummer, Rock Drummer inside of the rhythm section, and it's separate from the track. So it's like being able to put in a drum machine and then have 4 independent tracks that you could record bass and guitar and vocals and anything else on top of it. But in the sake of what I want to do is just get this loop out, because inside of Future Drummer there's no way to record a loop. And if you're trying to use AUM or another app, sometimes it's kind of, I don't know if squirrely, I guess would be the term for it. And I just found that this Quantiloop for just sheer loop creations is perfect, because I can, now that I have that loop, I can go up here, I can hit the little tape with the pointing out because it's going out, and then I can just hit AudioShare and it'll copy it into AudioShare, and then boom, imported it right in. And so there's the perfect little loop inside of Audio Share. Now from Audio Share, you can, put it anywhere else. But it's a 2-channel wave, 32-bit, 44.1 file. Whereas if I exported from Loopy does M4 alpha files. Or you'd have to go in and convert it like I have in the past. And I don't think you can do it any other way besides if you're doing Loopy. I don't think you can do it any other way besides going into an intermediary machine or app and doing that. So there you go. Quick and easy. Now if I want to press play and I want to take Cauldron and record a little pad or something, I can record in some chords. We'll keep it held down to the end, and now it should be a fairly seamless loop. So the simple seamless loop. And so now I can do the same thing. I can easily go here, Audio Share, export out, boom, loop, perfect little loop. And then, you can do your little heart's content, put it wherever you want to. So yeah. And then if I wanted to, I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, you got one drum loop, then you could go back into Future Drummer if you wanted to, change it up, change the fills, go back in. Clear everything out, and then hit start again in a rhythm. Record again, create another one, create another one, create another one, until you have all the little loops that you want. And just build up some drum loop libraries just from that, and then you just start pulling them wherever you want to. So thanks for, hopefully this helps. I felt like whenever I discovered this and how quick and easy it was, I was like, well, I'm going to show this to people so that they can kind of know they can use Quantiloop for a live loop machine, and it's really great for that with, customizable MIDI and all this stuff. But if you just want a down and dirty app that will just take some drum loops, record them into it, and then as audio files, and then export them out really quickly, or, just anything. I just wanted to record any kind of audio and loop it and then get it out as a perfect loop that I ain't got to fool with. I ain't got to go in and edit and do all this other jazz to get it into any other applications that I want. Quantiloop is my go-to for that if I'm not using Ableton Live. Now, I do like using Ableton Live Lite. I don't have the full version, but I do have the light version. And having the iConnect Audio 4 Plus just makes it easy to just click and click and click and click and record into. And then I can... but even still with Ableton Live, it's still a little bit of a process to export them out. I can get them in, but the exporting out process is a little bit more convoluted than even using Quantiloop. So it'd be nice if I could, if you could do a Ableton Live would come to the iPad, or at least a light condensed version similar to the LaunchPad, but where you could record directly in. But that's a conversation for another day. Anyways, hopefully this was insightful and helpful. If it was, just leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up, And subscribe to my channel if you're not. I do have a Patreon and a direct PayPal me link in the description below. And just have a good day.